All right, hello everybody. This is Andre from Juwan Fitness once again. So I really hope that you enjoyed your day so far. You had a productive Monday, that you really sticking to your fat loss, fitness, and nutrition goals to become the best version of yourself and get the lean, straight physique that you want. So this weekend I went to Asheville, Mount Mitchell, with a friend of mine. We kind of got up really early, so around 7 o'clock we got up. We left 8 o'clock, and it took us about 5 hours to get there. So roughly around 1 afternoon. It was a fun time, and it's just so beautiful to see the fall foliage up in the mountains in North Carolina like that. It's completely different than in Raleigh where the leaves are changing a little bit, but up there, once you get above 4,000 feet, it's just so prevalent and it looks like you're in the Northeast, so like New Hampshire, Connecticut, around this time. So anyway, let's get to the top of this video. So right now I'm going to talk about the best foods for cutting the bulk, and this is very important so that you know which foods that you can implement into your diet to help you see the best results. So let's get started right now. So number one, I'm going to talk about cutting in the first part. So cutting, aka, is when you're in a calorie deficit. That means you're consuming less calories than you burn, and this is going to be the only way for you to lose body fat. You have to make sure that you attract these calories. So a good thing to do when you're cutting is to lose between 1 to 2 pounds per week. And let's get to the food. So the first food is black coffee. Yes, black coffee. This is very important because when you drink black coffee, that's really going to help you stave off hunger as well as blunt your appetite and give you increased focus. So I just say just drink the coffee black. Don't add any cream or sugar to it because that's just additional calories that you don't need. Number two is to have tuna. Yes, tuna is a great source of protein and it's very versatile. You can eat as is right out the can, which I do sometimes. You can add it to your tortillas, your bagels, or you can even make a tuna burger or add it to your protein shake if that's what you want to do, which I'm not going to do, but if you want to get really creative, you can go ahead and do that. Also, number three is to add ground beef, but make sure that you're getting the 93% lean ground beef. And this is very important because you don't want to have all the excess fat. And so when you're shopping, get 93% lean, 7% fat. And with ground beef, is the same thing with tuna. It's a great source of protein. It's going to keep you 4 hours in between your meals. And you can make tortillas with that. You can turn that into a hamburger, or you could just, put it in the frying pan like I do for about 5 to 10 minutes and then just eat it as is right out of a bowl and add some teriyaki sauce to it. But be careful with the sauces in that they don't have a lot of sodium and also additional calories. So use an exact measurement to make sure that you keep your calories low. And also, the other cutting food I'm going to talk about is just vegetables. You want to make sure that you're eating a lot of vegetables because most vegetables have at least 80 to 9% water in them, and that's really going to help you stay full between your meals. And the good thing about vegetables is they're typically very low in calories. So 1 cup of spinach is around 25 calories. So if you want to have 4 cups of spinach for the day, that's only 100 calories to your total, and you're going to be 4 hours after that. And you can get real creative with the vegetables. You just eat them as is. You can boil them. You can steam them. You can also add, spinach, kale, collard greens to your protein shakes to make a green shake, which is very nutrition, has a whole bunch of nutrients in them. And that's all for cutting. Now that we're going to get to the next part, which is lean bulking, aka when you're putting on that muscle mass. And in order to actually add size and muscle, if you're not a beginner after your first year of training, is that you have to be in the calorie surplus, aka eating more calories than your body consumes. So some good foods for that is peanut butter. That's the best food because when you have peanut butter, it has 7 grams of protein, and also the average amount has of the average amount of a 2 teaspoon serving of peanut butter has around 95 calories. So if you add 4 teaspoons of peanut butter to your protein shake or to your bagel, that's already 190 calories and 14 grams of protein that you're getting, which is very good. Now, if you want to get more protein, you can actually go for an option that's called PB2, which has up to 23 grams of protein in a single serving of that. And with peanut butter, you can add that to, you can make peanut butter jelly sandwiches, you can put it to your bagel, or right into your protein shake, which I do all the time. And I like to add it to my chocolate vanilla protein powder because it tastes just like a Reese's Piece cup, which is just freaking delicious, man. And now, bulking food, number 2 is jasmine rice. And with rice, it's a lot of calories, and plus it's going to give you that extra carb boost of energy that you need right before your workout session. So eat jasmine rice around 1 to 2 hours before workout or afterwards. And with the jasmine rice, it's very versatile. You can also, boil that, add some olive oil, avocado oil to really get some nutrients as well as a good amount of healthy fats into your diet. Now, for me, it's just so good that I typically just eat the jasmine rice as is. I don't add anything to it because it's pretty sweet, and I like sweet stuff, so I just eat it as is, and it's a lot better for you than just having brown or regular white rice. Bulky food number 3 is sweet potatoes. Just like the jasmine rice, sweet potatoes is a very good source of slow digesting carbs, and that's going to give you a boost for when you're working out. And what I like to do with sweet potatoes, I typically put them in the oven for about an hour and a half. I actually use the fork to put little holes in them to make sure that all the potatoes are cooking evenly. I spray some Pam on them so they don't stick in the oven, because you don't want to be in that situation where it's just a hassle to get the sweet potato off the foil. So just spray the pan as well as sweet potatoes, and I put a slit in there. And for me, sweet potatoes are just so sweet to me that what I typically do, I'm just eat it as is, but sometimes I actually add some brown sugar or cinnamon to it to offset the sweetness when it comes to the cinnamon. Or if I want to make it more sweet, I just add the brown sugar. But only use a little dab. You don't want to add a lot of sugar or brown sugar to it, because that's excess calories once again. And make sure, please don't add no butter to it, because that's just like extra calories. And what I want to say, you can also add sweet potatoes to your shake. You can make sweet potato pancakes, sweet potato cupcakes, and it's a very good option to really get some good vitamin A into your diet. And you can also cut it into French fries, sweet potato fries, and put it in the oven that way, or get the frozen version if you don't want to go through all that. And the final bulky food I'm going to give you is milk. Yes, milk is a very good source of protein, and the average cup of milk has 150 calories and 8 grams of protein. So if you want to add 2 cups of milk into your diet, that's already 300 calories and 16 grams of protein. And with milk, you can just drink it as is, like I do sometimes. And it's also a wonderful base for your protein shakes for milk, or you can put in your oatmeal. And that's all I have for you for cutting bulky foods. If you want me to do more content and more videos on what's the best bulking and cutting foods for your diet, just let me know, and I'll go do another version and we can have a discussion about that. So make sure that you like the video, subscribe to the channel, because when you subscribe to the channel, that's when more people are going to see my stuff, and I'll be able to help as many people as possible get in the best shredded physique of their life. And share this with your family, friends, everybody that you know. And if you have any questions, you can leave them in the comment section, or any thoughts on this video right here, then I'll get back to it as much as possible. So that's all I have for you. Make sure that you're staying up to date with me every single time I do this video. So I usually upload Mondays today, Wednesday and Fridays, but sometimes it'll be Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturdays, depending on what I have going on in my schedule. So that's all for you. And check me out on my Instagram, which is Andre Suave, and there I have tips on helping you lose fat as well as build muscle in the best way that you possibly can. And that's all, and have a good night.